Of course.
Hold on. Let me take a sip.
Did you know our microphones are muted when that thing goes on anyway, so you couldn't talk over it if you tried?
I learned when it says like muted, but you also give me no warning. You're like, okay, click, and I'm like, I was gonna say so. Okay,
Bye, we're done here.
never mind.
Save it for the show. How the hell are you?
I'm good. How was your weekend?
Busy, stressed out. I've been like, I don't know, at my husband's throat again.
Oh,
It's
shocker.
like we're reaching new levels of annoying each other. And
good. It just gets better.
Yeah, I actually went ahead with the horoscope and saw it, and it was like, if it wasn't Cliff and I right now, it's perfect. I looked at both of them and I'm like,
all right, well then let's
right.
dive right in. Yeah, dive right in. Tell me what's going on.
Let's get into it, just because we might as well. You and I are you're packing 47 bags and I'm all over the place. So
yeah,
that's how it's going to be for the next few weeks. So that's just fine. Deal with us.
Yep.
We're happy you're here. Thank you. All right. So our weekly horoscope, let's start it up. Where are we going to go with? Aries, that's usually what starts it. Travel will be in your best interest. A need to express yourself may come out in creative ways. Tuesday is the best day for you. Taurus, you have got a Friday for your best day, and you're going to learn valuable information if you travel this week. Travel seems to be on the theme. Gemini, you may need to lend an ear to an old friend. Monday, your lucky day. Cancer, accomplishment is yours if you direct yourself accordingly. Friday for you. Leo, Friday, confronting a situation will only result in indignation and also misunderstandings. Virgo, empty promises and lack of cash may put a damper on your plans. Your lucky day is Saturday.
Sorry, no fun for you.
I know, sorry.
You're broke.
Libra, take care of any arrangements to spend some quality time, but make them in advance. Wednesday is going to be your day. Scorpio, Sunday, that's next Sunday. Make your intentions perfectly clear and find out exactly what is expected of you. Sagittarius, take time, do some writing, whether it's correspondence, poetry, or keeping a journal. You can make some money. Tuesday is your lucky day.
There's a lot of like travel, be creative, energy.
Is it new moon or full moon energy? Is this where we're at?
Oh, full moon was last week.
That was yesterday, right?
A couple days ago. I don't know.
Hunter's moon. I mean, this is, yeah.
So it was beautiful. It was
it
was huge on the Cape. It was so cool. Anyway, continue. Keep going.
So yeah, Capricorn, put your thoughts into action. You need to get out if you want to meet potential partners. Your partner may push buttons that infuriate you. Your lucky day is Monday. So it's today. I'm like, if this is my lucky day, that is not great.
So you guys are like stuck in this hotel room. It's like a 300 square foot hotel room in what, Miami?
No, it's actually a really nice hotel. It's huge.
Oh, cool.
It's stunning, but the problem is it's dated a little bit, so everything doesn't work, and there are no effing plugs. And we're at a data conference, so like I'm trying to figure out why things aren't uploading. I'm like, oh, it's because a bunch of tech nerds are in this building using it all.
100%.
I'm like, shit. So I've got to like buy the upgrade, and I'm sorry, but $20 a day for decent internet is ridiculous.
This is probably why they have the tech conference here, because they're banking so much on everybody upgrading the internet.
So obnoxious. So there are so many people here that this conference has spilled out into 3 hotels where there are shuttles between all of them. And there are geeks from all around the world. Let me finish the horoscopes first before I tell you what's going on.
Like, I didn't even hear mine.
I know, because we didn't get to it. This is where I'm at, selfishly.
Okay.
Aquarius. Insincere gestures of friendliness are likely to occur. Sunday is your day.
Okay, now I always get stressed right before you read.
Oh my God. You're like, oh my God, Pisces, it's coming. Your tendency to overreact could get you in trouble.
Oh my God. So actually really funny. The guy I'm seeing got up early, went to the gym, and he came, whatever. I was thinking about staying there last night, and then he said he's getting up early to go to the gym, and I was like, forget it. You're getting up at 4:30. I'm going to sleep in my own bed. I'm not dealing with it. So this morning he sent me this nice text message of like, I'm so glad, essentially, like, I'm so glad I chose to not have you stay here, which is what I thought he said.
You're like, what I heard was.
So right out of the jump this morning, I was like, excuse me, I chose to not stay there. Don't even go there. Oh, you leave this other day? Never mind. We're not having this conversation. And I immediately was like, I woke up a little cranky. I'm gonna just walk myself back.
Right?
Not what you meant. You were trying to be nice. You were just trying to say good morning. And I just so
You're like, strike that. I'm really not crazy. Listen.
I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I just woke up.
Didn't mean it. Whoopsies.
So anyway, it's a little, got it. Don't overreact. That's all I do though.
Your tendency to overreact could get you in trouble. Offer good conversation and a nice soothing lunch. So
I'm
there's
so good at overreacting. It's like one of my professional skills.
yeah.
Truly.
Mm-hmm. So work on that. And apparently around lunchtime, things are going to get better for you. Your lucky day is going to be Wednesday this week.
Do you think that means good snacks in the lunchtime department?
Maybe someone surprises you with a nice lunch, or maybe you just have a really good one. Either way, it's something to look forward to.
I know. All I heard was just getting called out by my horoscope first.
Yeah,
thing.
right. Oh, both of us though. That's why I laughed about it, because I'm like, oh, this is just going to speak to both of us at this point. So yeah, I had a really pleasant travel. I had a pleasant day completely yesterday. Like the flight was nice.
With the flying.
We got there on time. Our luggage was where it was supposed to be. Our
When does that
hotel was
happen?
nice and comfy. We got here, we walked around, we went to a nice lunch. I came back, went for a swim, took like an hour-long bath.
What?
Apart from like 7 phone calls from my children that
People
I could just be
travel
like
that?
It was nice. It was the first time that's happened in so long.
Oh my
I went
God.
to bed at like 8 p.m. I woke up at 4 a.m. completely refreshed and ready for the day. I ordered DoorDash because nothing works in this hotel room. It was fine. It was fine.
So you were texting me at 6:30, like, are you ready? I was like, no.
I've had 2 lattes. Like I've literally had 2 lattes. I was ready to go.
No. I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit snooze.
Oh my
I will
God.
catch you in 45
No,
minutes.
Whole Foods is like right behind here. I had them bring
Oh.
up a little mini fridge. I got some groceries because we're going to be here for 4 days. And I'm like, I am not touching that mini bar. That is $9 million for everything in there.
Not. Yep.
And I want to actually put snacks in the fridge for when I'm doing things.
Where
So,
are you
no.
again?
So I'm in Miami.
Okay.
Like I could show you, but then it's like so glary.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, there's the waterway over
That's
here.
cool.
We're literally on the water. So I've got water here and giant ass buildings.
I've never been
love
to
Miami so much. It's expensive. It's hot. It was like 85 yesterday when we landed.
Yeah, I've never been there. I don't like every once in a while I'm like, I should go to Miami. And then I'm like, ooh, I don't think you want to go there. Like
It's
that's
hot
not
and
really your speed.
expensive.
And like
All-
clubby and like
Yeah.
crowded beaches. I'm sure
So
people love Miami. I just don't.
You'll appreciate this. I was already super irritated with my husband when I got here because there are 2 parties. They're themed parties. That one's Havana Nights. I don't know what the hell I'm going to wear to this stupid thing. And one is White Hot Elements. I said, is this a white party? I don't have white anything. So now I'm irritated because I am not properly dressed for the occasion. And
He should have handed you the itinerary so you knew what to pack. Well,
now you understand.
Does that mean you have to go shopping in Miami? Because I heard that's good.
That's what I'm going to have to do apparently.
Sorry, Cliff.
I know.
What do you want me to do? Sorry, I have to go shopping. It's your fault.
Give me the credit card. Thank you.
Technically, this is a business card because this is a business trip. So this
It
is
is.
tax write-off. Don't even worry about it.
See, thank you. But
It's
I don't like shopping though. I'm not like you.
Yeah. True.
So I'm gonna stress out about it, but I'm not. I keep reminding myself I'm having that internal monologue day where I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. We are going to have fun with this. I really am enjoying not being around my children.
Well,
I slept really well last night in a nice clean bed with no pets or children or people. It was just really, really nice.
Did you get like a one king size bed with you and Cliff? Because if it was
Oh,
me, it
yeah.
would have been like, if it was me, it would have been like, you're telling me I have an opportunity to have my own bed without any of these things. Like 2 doubles it is. Go over there.
Just get on your side because I'm over it.
It's a great opportunity for me to like be close to you, but not.
No, his tossing and turning and bitching and moaning didn't even affect me last night. Out like a
Wow.
lamb.
It's amazing.
That's how badly I needed a
So
night's
king
sleep.
size beds are huge. You can fit
Yeah.
4 people in them. So
Exactly.
it's like just stay, put a whole dead body in between us, and it's fine.
Yeah. I could not have been happier. So here I am in Miami. Hopefully that I will not melt or burn. I went to the pool yesterday. It was really nice. They've got like a gym in here. They've got a golfing thing, pool table, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm going to enjoy the activities.
It's going to be great. You're going to have so much fun. I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to go north and I'm going to go work. And that's that.
Yeah, you're kind of like all over the place, though. The amount of bags that you were packing and overthinking and overpacking.
Well, because I'm gone for so long, and then I come home for 3 days, and I'm gone again, then I'm home for a night, and then I'm gone again. So this is just like, it's just chaos. I'm trying, like, I think I'm sleeping in my bed here on the Cape, like 2 nights out of the entire month of October.
Well, I tried to stalk you over the weekend, and here is Stephanie walking into a random store with like a little microphone, and I'm walking around, and the girl was like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Nope."
You could have been staff. You could have been like, I'm dropping this off for Tori from Cape Cod. They would have been like, this is so on par for her level of chaos.
Nope, but there's me with the microphone case. Nope.
The store director there would have been like, okay, this is standard. Like for like what
we got this.
Crap Tori's gotten into. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I just felt, and then of course I felt compelled to go to the Apple store. So here I am on
right there.
Yeah.
Is that how you bought a new computer?
Yes.
Oh my God. Now I feel responsible.
So not only did I not deliver you a microphone, I bought myself a new computer, but it needed to be done. The last time I bought one was 2017, and it didn't even actually function the way I needed it to. And I have to do production on the road.
How often are you supposed to buy Apple computers? Because I'm wondering, I have a MacBook Air and I love it and I keep it in really good condition. Yeah. But I'm wondering if I'm just on the edge of needing another one.
That's what Cliff said, 5 years. So he's like, it's been 5 years. I was like, okay, I don't upgrade my technology. Yeah, but that's like 5
years for tech, guys. Can I push it to like 6 or 7?
Yeah, you can probably do that.
And like just use it to watch Netflix and write our episodes?
Yeah.
I have my like podcasting laptop, which is like completely clean. There's nothing on it. I don't even have antivirus software on it because there's like, I don't use it for anything other than Adobe and StreamYard. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I'm one of those people though that just keep my technology until it just no longer functions. But I'll be like, no, you just have to hold it on the side and do the thing and the other thing. And my husband's like that.
I'll never forget when I was in high school, I was taking extra classes. Like the normal high school student was taking like 6 classes and then gym. And I was taking like
gym.
Yes. And I was taking like 8 classes in school and 2 online after school. And half of them were AP. Like I was just such a nerd. And
high speed.
Yeah, freak. And I had a laptop doing my schoolwork in the car on the way to Boston every day. And I shared the laptop with my mother. And I had to use a safety pin to move the power button around in the keyboard.
Yeah,
to then press the button to turn it on. And I remember looking at my dad like, can Santa please, for the love of God, bring me like just any like a $200 laptop? I don't care. Like give me anything that I can like use because this is getting psycho. I'll never forget that. Yeah,
you and I are totally the same in that respect for sure.
He did. Santa, thank God, brought me a laptop, but it was still like a dinosaur of a thing. But either way, I was like, all hail. I was a senior in high school. At that point, I was like, yeah. All right, should we get into what's roasting?
Let's get into what's roasting, shall we?
Is this Groundhog Day? Because I feel like we've told this story before. I feel like this,
This man can't stay out of trouble. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what his problem is. I
Do you
don't
think
know if he has just like, look at me, watch me, or he's like, bleep everybody. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm reckless and I don't care what happens to me.
There's a part of me that thinks he's like fucking with the media. Like, I have a new girlfriend that all kind of look the same. We just swap their
Right?
hair color. And then I get into the same kind of trouble every 6 to 8 months. And that way I'm just like, these are the same stories.
So
That's it.
nothing to notice here. My life is not changing. I'm just
If
gonna be the
I
same
do
mess
this
up.
the 6th and the 8th time in a row, maybe you will care less.
I just don't get it. And this one, he wasn't even like charged or anything. Man just had an 18-month-old diversion plan or whatever to not do this same exact shit that he's doing. And then sideswipes his car. It doesn't say police are involved. It's not actually a crash because that's what the media wants you to be like, oh my God, Pete Davidson. No, he sideswiped his car because he wasn't paying attention.
You live
while
in New
eating
York
the
City.
show.
Why are you not, and you're Pete Davidson, why are you not taking Ubers or private cars? Why?
That's what
Why are you
bothers me.
trying to drive?
This is what bothers me the most.
You are like one
can
of the most
afford it.
privileged people. If
Right.
you can't afford it, have SNL pay for it because you are a freaking liability to that company. Every time you get into an accident or cause a problem or cause a headline.
Well,
No.
he's not even with SNL anymore. I don't even know what
Oh.
he's doing at this point. All I know
Just
is he can afford to
problems.
get himself a friggin' driver. Like, this is your job. I will pay you 20 grand a year, even though that's not even a salary. But basically, just drive me when I need rides. When I call you, you're my own personal Uber.
How
I
about
think
like
that's worth
it's
it.
Pete Davidson? Like I have a taxi on speed dial from my apartment that circles my block.
Right?
And when I need a ride, he finishes his thing and then he comes to me. That's it.
Right.
Like what? Why?
Find
I
that
don't know.
person in your life, get some help, or maybe
I'm sorry,
this
I
is
have to
how he
keep sniffing.
continues in. Well, take care
I'm
of
sorry,
yourself.
I have to keep sniffing, and I know it's annoying, and I know this is worse. I knew I'm just gonna be on the internet. It's gonna be on the internet forever, which is why I was sniffing because I was trying to avoid the way I blow my nose.
Here it is, forever and ever.
I feel so guilty. Okay.
Don't feel guilty. I added this story just because I thought it was lovely and wholesome and fun. I love the fact that George and Amal Clooney
I
do
forgot they
not.
had kids.
Well, that's because they keep them out of the media, like you
Perfect.
should. Like, I've never seen the kids. I don't know what they look like. I barely know they exist. I know they exist. I just love the fact that they're doing it right. They're not on social talking about their kids. No one knows about them. No one's judging them.
Can I
They
just call
keep them
something out
away.
that I think is
Yeah.
super weird? It feels internally weird to me when people post pictures of their kids but they don't want you to see them, so then they put an emoji on their face. Like, what if you just don't post the picture?
Right.
Like, I'm so glad you had a baby, but now it's weird that you show me just like a bundle with an emoji. Like,
Are you talking about Kristen Bell
Yes,
and
and
Jack
she's-
Shepard?
oh my God, she's the worst. Like,
They do it all the time.
The ones where like you can see the back of them and they're doing something with Dax, like, okay, I get it, it's kind of cute, but you're still posting their picture. So what are
Right.
you doing? Just not posting their face? Like, is it not the same thing?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm
I
getting
don't-
text messages from my ex.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. That is coming
Oh.
across my new screen. Remember, it's my new computer, so I
Oh,
haven't
and it's the
figured
Apple
out all
computer.
the settings, and I'm like,
How to block that one on
Oh,
all
God.
of
yeah,
the
right.
anyway.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you're not hearing it, so that's perfect.
yeah, I just find it's a kind of an oxymoron the whole time. Like, either post pictures of your kids or don't.
Right. Right. And so Amal
Anyway.
and George are going, don't at all.
Perfect.
Like
Support that.
I just love the fact that they share stories about them and they're 6 years old and they're twins and we know they exist, but being responsible adults. I mean, I think he was like 50 when he had kids and she was never interested in the limelight for them.
Yeah.
Even though she's just like, she's a beautiful woman and she's just so, I just don't see these two together, but I love their match because
Yeah.
she's so smart and politically aligned and
Yeah.
does stuff in like the government stuff. I love them. Now
Yeah,
that I say
they're-
that, something bad will happen, but I've
They're-
enjoyed it.
So their
lot.
6-year-olds listen to heavy metal.
Yeah, which is cute. Whatever.
Cute.
Let them headbang, little metal
Why not?
heads.
I love that.
But I enjoyed the way that they added the story. And for a 62-year-old to go on Access Hollywood and talk about his 6-year-old twins and how much like he enjoys their music taste, I thought it was a really wholesome story.
That's cool.
It was nice.
I love that.
And so here we transfer on to Oprah, who I want to talk about this story because there's a lot to unpack here for me. Oprah says that she was treated differently while shopping when she weighed over 200 pounds. I feel bad that here we are still from Oprah walking into her Chicago show 30 years ago with a wagon of all of the weight that she lost, still talking about weight loss and weight. And I like, is that the mark that you want to leave on the world? Not that you're the first Black woman million, actually she's second. But like all of the things that you've accomplished in your career and what you're going to leave the world with is literally the weight of you.
Yeah, I agree. Like it was such a mark on your life, and now you're continuing to allow it to make a mark on your life and like carry it as a badge almost, but you don't want people to acknowledge it and you want everybody to move forward. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
It's one of those things. It's like if I talk about the worst thing that's ever happened to me, like I'm sexually assaulted and the worst thing that ever happened to me, and now I'm like championing it, fine. But if I sit there and begin every single conversation, every new decade, every new group of new listeners and people that know me to know that part about me, what does that say about me? I'm still affected by it.
Yeah. And I also too feel when she said, in her defense, she had obesity specialists and some psychologists and things.
Oh, she's got 1.5 million, and she has definitely made that part of her brand. She was
talking about it. So this was part of her show and the conversation. But what really kind of got me was when she was like, nobody else's weight has been exploited more than mine. I just felt that was like very self-centric. Like, I understand you're Oprah. However, this is a worldwide conversation. It is particularly like a U.S. societal debate constantly. And now, mind you, we have made so much strides, but it feels a little like vain to be like, nobody's talked about anybody else's weight more than me. Cause I just like, do you remember the 90s? Like I was two and I remember the 90s. And you were definitely part of that conversation, Oprah, but like, so was Britney Spears. So was Christina Aguilera. So was Whitney Houston. Like everybody's weight was drawn so much attention to. Jennifer Aniston. Like everybody's been ripped apart for their weight constantly. So I get it. And I think she was maybe on one side of that. But I feel like it's a little vain to be like, nobody's been exploited more than me. Like
I just feel like it's sad. The amount of other things that she's accomplished.
Yeah.
And here she is still bringing this to the table. I don't know what other than her working for whatever weight loss company. It's Weight Watchers now that she owns part of, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I love the fact that that's part of your story, but it makes me sad that here we are still talking about how it's affected you when you're not talking about all of the other things you've accomplished. And let's be positive about the cool things that I've accomplished.
I also think too, maybe I have a different perspective because I work in fashion, I work in a store, right? So I deal with this on a day-to-day basis of people who come in who are a variety of sizes, tall, small, short, little, big, whatever. Like I deal with them on a day-to-day basis. And I take so much responsibility in trying to make everybody feel comfortable and like we have something for them. But when you're on either end of that spectrum and you're not in that middle, it does make it harder for me to accommodate you immediately. And I mean, like pull something off the rack that's going to fit you and you can walk home with. Right. And there's only so much I can do about that. And I am going to do my absolute best to give you all of your options, to talk you through the fits, to talk you through my experience and make you feel as empowered and comfortable in your body as I possibly can. However, I'm only going to carry a 0 to a 12 on the rack. And like, I understand that those are not necessarily average United States sizes. I get it, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just a shopkeeper. I'm just trying to sell the clothes and I'm doing my absolute best to make you feel comfortable, but I can't like change society from my one little perspective. I can, however, order you these jeans in a different size and talk to you about the fit. However, like I can understand how, because I experience it as too small of a woman, like how frustrating it is to be able to walk into a store for something to not have your size, but it's not my fault. Like I'm trying to do the best I can to accommodate you. So I'm sure that happened too. Do you know what I mean? Like it's harder for somebody who is of a bigger size or a smaller size. It's on either end of that spectrum to walk in and find something that fits.
Yeah, right. Like me trying to find something for fucking Havana Nights when my husband could have processed this earlier.
I didn't mean to like bring her right back. I had a woman.
We're fine.
I was shopping for right after I retired. So I was like this big and like dealing with eating disorders and like trying to figure out how to stay strong and like if I wanted to work out and where I wanted my body to be. And it's going in a complete change because I went from working out and not eating to like
Tori. Yeah.
Yes. So I walked into a jean store in New Hampshire and I was frustrated. I was trying to buy a pair of Hudson jeans and I was frustrated because they were all too big. 24s were too big on me. And so I asked, I said, hey, like, do these come in a 23? Do they come in a 22? Like, is there anything? And mind you, that brand runs big. So, but I'm asking the girl, I'm like, do you have anything smaller or can I order these? And she kind of looks at me and she goes, well, you could go to the gym and do some squats if you wanted to fit into those jeans.
So rude.
So my point is that like, I felt so horrified in that moment. Like, I'm trying to spend $150 on a pair of jeans and like, I know that I don't fit into them and I know I'm thin. And I'm sure that comment came from like a different perspective, but like, I felt so terrible. Like, I know my butt isn't juicy and big. Like, I still want these jeans.
I want these jeans, period. Yeah.
So I guess my perspective is like, okay, there's a right way to go about it in a store and a wrong way to go about it in a store, but sometimes the store can't accommodate you regardless. You know, I was not going to walk out with jeans that day anyway, whether she said something or not.
Still Oprah talking about your weight.
Yeah.
Move on, girlfriend. Move on.
There's other things to talk about now. That's all.
Well, let's talk about this because I feel like Beyonce
copycat.
Is like Taylor Swift.
Copycat.
Or I was trying to be positive about it and say, is this the natural way that people are reaching their audiences now? Like, but I felt like it was a copy.
I'm sure. But if I was Beyonce, it would have been like,
Taylor's doing that, I'll do that.
Pull that plug right now. Let's do it later. Let's do a feature film. Let's do something else because like, this is not the right time to do that because it's just going to come out as like a PR stunt, which is exactly what it is. Even if they had contracts at the same time, doesn't matter. It just looks like she's copying.
Yeah, so Beyonce is planning a Renaissance World Tour concert film, but I did feel like it was very Taylor Swift copycat situation when I was reading about it.
Sorry. And like, I understand the two are totally world stars, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love them both. I do. But like, Taylor Swift is having such a moment in everything she does right now. If I was Beyonce,
quite a late night moment. There were scenes of her leaving or him leaving her house hours before the game.
There's so much content out there about this. Okay, hold on. But anyway, I just feel like if I was Beyonce or Beyonce's team, I think part of me would be like, all of this is great. Let's hold this for like a year and see, because you'll make just as much money to like release this information in 8-9 months and even do the Renaissance Tour film a year, 2 years from now. It'll make just as much money. But now it just feels like you're like competing audiences. And I hate to say it, but like you're either separating the demographic or you're having them compete, and like Taylor's going to win out on everything right now. She's just in this moment. I think, unfortunately.
The flow of things.
So if I was Beyonce's team, I'd just say, let's hold. Like rather than split the demographic, let's just hold for a second. Let's let Taylor have her moment rather than have these two competing queens. And then when it's moved on and nobody cares about Taylor anymore, which is hard to believe, but she's having a lull, she's gone back underground, then let's do the Beyonce stuff and let's get everybody excited and all the attention and all the headlines focused on you again.
Speaking of competing queens, I feel like she did this with the Elton John tour. It was Elton John with his world tour, and then it was like, Bill, Beyonce's making all of this money also, but it was kind of, it just feels like, oh yeah, they can do that, I can do that, is what I felt from Beyonce for the last couple of years. Yeah. And it's just weird because I don't view her as like a chasing celebrity queen.
So what's funny to me is it almost feels like she doesn't care if she's going to go do her thing, but it's her company that's doing it.
Yeah.
It's like the Jay-Z management behind it that's like, my girl's just as good. Let's throw it back out there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
why
maybe
I
that's
feel that
exactly
way.
what it is. Yeah, but there's something
It feels
there.
very like Kanye. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
like push my girl into the spotlight a little.
Yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the company. I'll blame it on the company because I don't like to think of Beyonce as chasing anything.
No, I'm sure. And the Beehive diehards would be like, you're crazy.
I know, right? Exactly. I'm not a fan for any of that much. I know you're.
We gotta talk about Taylor Swift just a little.
Okay, go ahead.
She was so cute at the game yesterday with all of her friends. She sold out the game. What she's doing for the NFL economy is absolutely insane.
They should be paying her.
It's crazy. They're using her songs in the trailers. Everybody's
oh my God. Well, that whole clip of her and Blake Lively watching the game and like having a moment where they're like, look at him.
Yes.
And then she got so excited that she actually hit the girl below her. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
I think she was like having fun with it. I think it's cool.
I know, but accidentally hit the girl below her. And I was like, oh my God.
I know.
It's just very funny.
But she shows up at the Chiefs game with Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Sabrina Carpenter, and Hugh Jackman. Like,
yeah, right. Let me bring all my friends and the newly single Hugh Jackman.
I think it's so cool. Like, I'm just gonna bring a bunch. I hope he was like talking to Mama Kelsey. Like, I'm like, just bring all the people. Let's have fun. I'm not really so keen on the Brittany Mahomes friendship, but like nobody is. Everybody's like,
nobody likes her, so it's fine.
No, why?
If you're from New England, we don't like her.
But
because she caused drama at our season. And let's be honest, there's nothing to watch at the Patriots games. So it's fun to watch whatever's going on with that. Our Pats are just, it is not a great year.
No, it's true. Yeah. But I'm loving the content. I'm loving all the little clips that come out. She's like seeing in the crowd when people are filming her.
So, and all of the sports people, it's like literally I listened to sports radio the other day because I was stuck in traffic leaving Salem State where I toured with my daughter. And I was just like, oh my God, it was nothing but the profile, Taylor Swift, blah, blah, blah. And that's going to raise Kelsey's profile. This does nothing for Taylor Swift. This relationship does nothing for Taylor Swift. It does plenty for Travis Kelce.
His jersey sales went up like 400%.
Yeah, exactly.
Like now the internet is flooded with girls that like handmade jerseys, but spelled his name wrong. Like I am living for all of it. There was a trend where women were saying to their husbands, like Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map. And like all of these husbands being like, but he's the most famous tight end. Like you don't get it. Oh,
I know. He is. I mean, I feel like Gronk is up there, but this is raising him above Gronk status. So that's definitely, Kelsey was like, I'm going to go hard. Yeah, I was on SNL, but I need to go one more. Like I need to be just a little bit more famous than Gronk. I think he's accomplished that with this Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I think he just ended up getting kind of into a funny situation and like rolling with it. And I think he's having fun with the fact that Taylor's rolling with it. Like I think he is shocked that she's not like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with it. And she's like, no, I'll come to the game. I'm going to bring all my friends.
It makes me laugh because it feels like her high school moment with, here's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. Well, like, listen, now you're a cheer captain and this is the NFL. God. Like, this is your high school. It's cute.
It's so cute.
It's so Taylor. It makes
I'm
me
excited
laugh.
to see where it goes. I think she's having so much fun with it. And
I'm sorry for your anti-Swifties. My girlfriend Audra posted a thing. Mark safe from caring about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
I know, and you know what? I think it's just a little bit pessimistic. Like we understand this. So get into the fact that it's completely irrelevant. That's what makes it fun.
It does. Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what makes it frivolous. Like it's fun to talk about the fact that this pop star is dating this football player. Like how much of a more Americana moment can you get into it? You don't have to You don't have to like block it out because you don't care. Like none of us actually care.
No, it's just cute. It's cute, and I'm here for it for you because I know you care.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just because it's fun. Maybe because I'm jealous. I'm like she's having this cute little high school moment. She gets to like wear his varsity jacket. I'm like I never got to wear a varsity jacket.
Yeah. I love that. She's just the trend-setting queen that she is. So we'll leave it at that. Get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The First Shot Morning Show.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.